This is a separation statement that every employee of the State Department was asked to fill out, including the time when Secretary Clinton was there. It requires that every employee from the Department of State, when they leave, agree that everything that they have turned over, everything pertaining to government business, has been turned over, and they have to sign that as part of the separation agreement when you leave the Department of State. The question is, why is that something that was asked of every employee to make sure all documents, all business was officially turned over, and yet Secretary of Clinton didn't abide by that either?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is emerging, and welcome back, hour number 3 of the Big Steve Malzberg Show. This is emerging as a key question. We bring in Tom Tancredo, former congressman from Colorado, 2008 candidate for president, and author of In Mortal Danger, The Battle for America's Border and Security. And Congressman, Megyn Kelly had on former DOJ attorney Shannon Coffin yesterday, and he pointed out just basically what Sean Spicer, the RNC, was saying, that all departing federal employees, including Hillary Clinton, when she left the State Department, were required to fill out and sign a separation statement affirming that she had turned over all classified and other government documents, including all emails dealing with official business. Now, if she signed it and didn't hand over anything for over 2 years, then I heard Mr. Coffin say that she could face prosecution. If she didn't sign it, then why does the rule and the law not apply to Hillary Clinton when it applies to everyone else? So either way, Hillary's got a problem here.
She's got a problem only to the extent that you have to find somebody who will indeed prosecute. And if you think that this Justice Department will prosecute, I think that's probably a pipe dream. So, and that's what she has lived on for, now decades. In the willingness or the ability, not only, of course, of the media to protect her, but when the Democrats are in power, for the administration to protect her. And there's a lot of speculation as to whether or not the president really wants her to be the nominee and follow him into the White House. Of course, I don't know, whether or not it is true that he is a little averse to that or not. But I also think that there's so much fallout that could occur as a result of this that they're going to stay as far away from it as possible. And Eric Holder will not prosecute her, no matter what comes up. I mean, we live in a lawless society. We cannot rely on the organs of government that were established for the purpose of actually, advancing the cause of justice in this country to actually do their job. It has all changed because of the dictator, Barack Obama.
Yeah, and another story out today is that no one actually read the deleted emails. What they did was they did a word search. And if emails, came up without, that didn't have any of the highlighted words, they hit the delete button. From what I understand legally, that gives them some kind of protection later on down the road, and they it looks like people gearing up for a subpoena fight. But anyway, let's move on to the Iran letter. Hillary started her press conference saying much the same thing that the New York Daily News put on their front page cover, that the senators who signed the letter to Iran were, acting against the interests of the United States. I've had some of those senators on who signed that letter, and of course they say no such thing. It's the president. But what do you make when the Secretary of State yesterday testifies that Congress will have no role in this agreement, they cannot change it, because it is not a legal document? What the heck does that mean, Congressman?
Well, that is, in a way, it simply affirms what the 47 senators said. I mean, what they were telling the Iranian government was that, hey, you can sign this thing, but understand that this does not have the force of law beyond what you and the president have decided. And if he's gone, it certainly is nothing that is binding on the next Congress or even on this one. And so, in a way, as I say, it was a kind of a funny deal, because if I were the senators, I'd say, yeah, that's essentially what we told them. We've got this, again, it's a gray area, because there are various levels of agreements that require certain action at each point. A treaty, an actual treaty, and the definition of that again left up off to the administration. But I'm just lost the picture here. Okay.
No. I know what you're saying. Absolutely. No. Again, what it is, the bottom line of it is, Congressman, it's a circumventing of the Constitution and of the responsibility that the Congress or the Senate specifically has when it comes to foreign policy. Well,
I certainly agree. And I guarantee you, honestly, I have participated in a lot of...
Quickly, Senator, we got 10 seconds. 10 seconds,
okay.
Final word.
I'm just saying, this is not new. I guarantee you, if you want to really talk words like treason, go back and look what Senator Edward Kennedy did.
I know, we've discussed that there. Ted Kennedy, Nancy Pelosi. Thank you, Congressman. We're coming back, folks. Brian Zimmer's next.